Want to learn how to make this delicious homemade cereal? Keep watching. Beep boop bop, it's Becca and welcome back to Baking with Becca. So today we're going to make some homemade cereal. Now my family is obsessed with cereal. We have all the different kinds, but I'm bored and I want to try making it from scratch. So we're going to make some vanilla and chocolate cereal that'll be mixed all together and it's going to be delicious. Maybe I've never done it before, so here we go. So we're going to start off by making the base for our cereal dough. So we have a cup of flour here and I'm going to add in a third a cup of sugar, half a cup of rice milk, a quarter teaspoon of baking powder, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of oil. And then we're going to mix that up before we add any of our flavoring. Okay, so our preliminary batter is ready. So now what we're going to do, we have to make our chocolate and our vanilla. So we're going to take half the batter and put it into one bowl. So with half in one, we're going to make this our vanilla. What we're going to do, we need to thicken it up a little bit more. So we're going to add 2 more tablespoons of flour. We want to have a nice vanilla flavor, so then you're going to add a quarter to a half teaspoon of vanilla. And mix that up. Okay, make sure to get all the lumps out, or because the pieces are so small, you're going to get nice little chunks of flour as like a whole bite of cereal. And then the other one, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Okay, this is really hard to mix. I feel like I'm going to get cocoa powder everywhere. And you know how when you pour cocoa powder, it like makes puffs of cocoa go into the air? I feel like I'm snorting cocoa powder this whole time. So thick, but it looks really good. Like it's gonna have a nice strong chocolate flavor because it's so dark. Okay, well we can ignore this little mess and now we're gonna get our pan ready. So next we need to put our batter into our piping bags and preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So I also have a pan here ready that just has a little bit of cooking spray on it. And I'm going to put this in here. So thick. Okay. And this one's definitely not as thick. So we'll see how that changes their cooking. Okay, so now I'm gonna start off with the vanilla one. And this, you can kind of make the cereal as big as you want. I feel like it'd be fun to have giant cereal. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna cut a pretty small hole. And I'm going to start to pipe out our cereal, just little circles. Oh no! So as you can see, some of them, their shapes are a little bit weird, or they have like little things pointing up. So if you just wet your finger a little bit, you can kind of mold it and help to make sure they're actually in circles. And now I'm gonna finish piping out some more of our vanilla and then start doing the chocolate.
Mm.
So our chocolate ones are, working great. I'm gonna definitely have to remold them once they're out. Come on. They look like tiny turds. So what I'm gonna do, I'm wetting my fingers so I can now mold the dough. I'm just going to mold these into little spheres instead of turds. Okay, so these are now ready to go in the oven. They're gonna bake for about 10 minutes, but you wanna watch them carefully because it also depends how big they are, but you wanna do it until the bottoms are nice and golden. Our cereal is all ready. We have a nice full bowl, so this is all of it except for some little ones that have already been snacked on, and there's a little bit of the extra chocolate batter. So first I was like, well, Rachel had the idea, let's make some little logs. So these look like little hedgehog poops. And then I thought this would be amazing as a baby donut. So here's a donut. And it's like a little softer because it's bigger, so it didn't cook as much. It's adorable. So here's our cereal. I think we should try one. I'll try a chocolate one. So I actually really like the flavor. And if you want it to be crunchier, make them a little bit smaller, cook them for a little bit longer. I like that they're a little bit soft. And low-key, they taste like fortune cookies, and some of them are a little like stale fortune cookies, but they have this weird addicting thing to them, so you just want to keep eating them anyway. So I'm sure these will not last very long in my house. They're actually pretty good. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, try out the recipe, let me know what you think. You can also try out different flavors of the same cereal starting with that base, and let me know how that goes, and I'll see you next time. Bye.